Where in the world is Davin? Earth is truly showing its new frequency. Life is changing. Where is our focus at? What are the geometries and the physical vibrations that we can experience? As a guardian, having integrity, we declare, dedicate, design, and designate organization spaces for pure principles that align with our highest values of sovereignty, community, authenticity, accountability. We allow synchronicity to happen through us, as us, to flow with our integrity, our hearts open for collaboration, and this gives way to freedom. We integrate life mastery, the mind, the heart, the spirit, the body, the expression, the content and media we create, the communities and villages we forge, the enterprises, the work environments, the ability to connect, to be vulnerable and transparent. Who's in our network? Our wealth creation. We need script writers, innovators, philanthropists, investors. Where do we want to build these new paradigm communities, company headquarters, and laboratories of thriving future technology, nature, living systems? How do the elements like water, earth, clean air, free energy, solar energy, renewable energy, how do we build the revolution, the re-evolution through the history of computing, like here at the Museum of the History of the Computer in San Jose? How does the technology and the geometric structures inform the councils that we form to make decisions about things that matter? As we walk the path of this integrity, of this highest vision, we will see the temples crystallize, built into nature. We awaken our avatar. We don't misuse technology. We have a right relationship with technology. And we understand that our scientific knowledge has become way more advanced than our ability to generate wisdom and embodiment as humanity. So the warrior, that which serves through guardianship, not a feudal empire, but through love and guardianship of community, family. This is how we reinvoke and put back the capstone on the pyramid, the golden capstone, bringing down the energies of the sun into our hands so we can feel and breathe the abundance and the power of the natural world that is our God-given gift. To be one with nature, to be one with humanity, to have free energy, to connect to the rhythms of nature, to look out over the ocean with a new perception each day, to feel alive, to feel connected, to feel grounded, to awaken men's hearts, to help men heal the damage and destruction they've done to the earth, to women and children. Through war, separation, competition, we realign ourselves with our integrity. We are men. We are a tribe of men on one planet, one race, one humanity, one destiny. And we create art and media that expresses our ability to feel each other, to connect, to awaken the codes of life mastery and enlightenment, to activate the ancestors and the ancient stories around the fire, to share this wisdom, to speak our truth, to help others live their passion and purpose, to create products that matter. We all know that the future of the business world is about the experience. People want an experience. We're moving out of product fetishism and materialism into a direct experience. Where do you want to live? Where do you want to travel? What parts of the world would you like to see? How you give way for the next 7 generations, a view of the world that is in harmony, to be guardians, to be earth stewards, keepers of the sacred energy that is the life force, that is the abundance, that gives us food and soil and water and air. We are earth guardians, and we are birthing a new generation of leaders, not spending billions on war. We need to eradicate poverty, build education, get women back into schools in the Arab nations, become wizards and alchemists of the highest magic from our hearts. We bring down the rays of creation, activate pure water in our bodies, and then we'll feel the atoms, the nuclear core in our being spinning in perfect rhythm. As we spiral out from birth into childhood, and we develop who we are, then into adolescence. How do we play? How do we grow up? How do we connect with others? Does competition feel good? How do we play in harmony with each other? What are we being educated? What is the culture-scape? What is trying to be imprinted or indoctrinated into us that does not feel good? And then we reach young adulthood. What is my calling? What am I here to do? As you move up through career, family, friends, decisions, financial investments, how do you grow whole? How do you age like a sage? As you become this potential wizard, this wise elder, the sage, you want to know, how do I give back more and more? How do I give back to humanity? In fact, what legacy am I here to leave for the next 7 generations? And the crystal of light that lights up our hearts and connects the planet will develop the future cities where we can live in harmony. No longer these hunger games and these divergence, often on the outlier rim of society. It's time that we build our cities, our towns, our villages with alignment with the natural laws and the sacred geometry principles that grows all of nature from seed to fruit. And these geodesic, beautiful, glimmering cities built into nature will have intention designed through each street. There will be ley lines connecting the governance and politics, the spiritual, the arts and humanity, the environments and the infrastructure and the engineering, the transportation, the lighting, the way we capture light and wind during the day to fuel all of our electricity and technology addiction. What I'm talking about is a realignment with the circuitry of natural technology, the natural laws. This is how we will thrive. If we become addicted into virtual reality scapes, we will be in the Matrix. We will be on the 13th floor, in the Lawnmower Man, in every sci-fi film that has shown what happens when humanity's scientific progress becomes faster developing than its connection to Earth and its wisdom and its ability to take action through right relationships with others. Technology can give way to cyber warfare, to robotic replacing employment, to an electric magnetic field of radiation that makes our bodies weak and brings through elevated levels of cancer, depression, fatigue. What is our connection to the natural world? And what is our relationship to technology? If these are not in balance, we are going to be living a future that may not be worth living as a human being, because we won't be being, we'll We'll be thinking and have devices strapped up to our minds. It's time to reevaluate what are our priorities and our intention with this fast-paced integration of technology. If we are inventors and innovators, we need to know what is the future vision for the world that is safe. What risks are we taking by exploding with a technological boom that is not being guarded and reported and researched and then released to humanity so we know what we're playing with? When we play with fire, we electrocute ourselves when the technology is not in balance with nature. It is that simple. The ancestors know this, and they prophesize this time. The indigenous tribes and wisdom keepers knew we were going to enter this boom of technology that was disconnected from the natural world, and this would be potentially our downfall. We need to mature before we become techno, product peddling, advanced societies that is not connected to the earth. So what do you believe is the right way? What are the choices you are making each day? And how can we invoke more love and beauty and art to build trust, to manifest, to listen, to be leaders and teachers, to be humbled community members? How do we nurture? How do we educate the next 7 generations with integrity, to give them the tools and the skills to live their passion and their purpose, and ultimately express their creative power? That is the world I want to create. I hope to see you there. Let's join forces. Together, a new humanity emerges